Greetings everyone, apologies for my voice, I still feel like I've got nails in my throat. I suppose most people are aware of this town hall event that took place with Donald Trump, hosted by CNN, a major disaster for CNN. The only reason they had him on was because they thought, okay, well, we don't like this guy. In fact, we really hate this guy, but he is going to bring the ratings in. And also, if we're hosting it, then we can attack him, and our host can attack him and make him look bad. In the end, it made them look really bad because the audience who were there were, at least in the majority, Trump supporters.
Donald Trump.
They were cheering everything he was saying.
You once said that using the debt ceiling as a negotiating wedge just could not happen. You said that when you were in the Oval Office.
That's when I was president.
So why is it different now that you're out of office?
Because now I'm not president.
They were breaking into the Capitol, smashing windows, injuring police officers. Why did it take you 3 hours to tell them to go home?
I don't believe it did. Oh, let me pull it out. I have to pull it out. Well, I didn't have a script. I don't need scripts like a certain person that's in there right now.
The video. If you are the Republican nominee and you are in that 2024 race, will you commit tonight to accepting the results of the 2024 election?
Yeah, if I think it's an honest election, absolutely I would.
Will you commit to accepting the results of the election regardless of the outcome?
You want me to answer it again? If I think it's an honest election, I would be honored to.
But no commitment there on the accepting the results regardless of the outcome?
If it's an honest election, correct, I will.
Okay, so not committing to accepting the 2024 election results or acknowledging what happened in 2020.
Go ahead.
They were cheering when he attacked the host.
Given you a subpoena to return.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Can I talk?
Yeah, what's the
mind?
answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple you're a nasty person, I'll tell you.
It was such a disaster that they ended up having to finish the whole thing 20 minutes early. It was meant to run for 90 minutes and it only ran for 70. And then, of course, all kinds of people were getting outraged and upset that CNN even did this and that they even gave Donald Trump a platform.
In the room, it felt like something far worse than backsliding or regression. I'm not sure what to call it. I wonder what you make of where we are as a culture.
I know you said earlier that you will not comment on the platforming of such atrocious disinformation, but I would. I think it was a profoundly irresponsible decision. I don't think that I would be doing my job if I did not say that.
Many of you think CNN shouldn't have given him any platform to speak, and I understand the anger about that, giving him the audience, the time, I get that. But this is what I also get. The man you were so disturbed to see and hear from last night, that man is the front runner for the Republican nomination for president. And according to polling, no other Republican is even close. That man you were so upset to hear from last night, he may be president of the United States in less than 2 years. And that audience that upset you, that's a sampling of about half the country. They are your family members, your neighbors, and they are voting.
I think enough people have already been talking about that, reviewing it, giving their thoughts on it. I wanted to talk about a slightly different thing that I found. Now, you remember just a few days ago, I made this video about the coronation. I wasn't really talking about King Charles's coronation itself, but a couple of funny things that happened during it. One of them was the supposed sighting of the Grim Reaper, and I explained who that most likely was. And then the other one was the supposed sighting of Meghan Markle in disguise. It was this image here, and people were joking about it and saying, "You're not fooling anyone, Meghan, we know it's you." Of course, Meghan Markle did not join Harry for this coronation event. He went by himself, but people were then making jokes about how she is really there, but she's dressed up as this guy in a wig, fake moustache and glasses. Now, CNN obviously see themselves as this great news network. Anyone who has any kind of a brain knows they're actually just left-wing activists and they're not a news network at all, but they see themselves as a news network, and they also see themselves as fact checkers. And they decided to fact check what was obviously a joke about Meghan Markle turning up to this coronation in disguise. So here's a video of them fact checking this and saying, no, this person, it wasn't actually Meghan, it's all lies.
This man is not Meghan Markle. No matter what you've read on the internet, the conspiracy theories started racing online after last Saturday's coronation of King Charles. Now, the idea behind it, that the Duchess of Sussex had donned a shaggy wig, glasses, and a big and impressive fake mustache, to attend the ceremony incognito. People tweeted, "Almost had me fooled, and you're not fooling us." That's not Meghan Markle. It's Sir Carl Jenkins.
That's not Meghan Markle. It's Sir Carl Jenkins. Really? Conspiracy theorists? They weren't. Are they seriously suggesting there were conspiracy theorists trying to convince people that this is actually Meghan Markle? What a joke CNN is. Literally, they are fact-checking obvious online jokes and people having a bit of fun. And that's why they are such a disaster, and that's why their ratings are incredibly low. And that's why they had to push themselves to the point of even inviting Trump onto their program, who they despise, just to try and raise the ratings a little bit. Just to go back to Trump briefly, I don't want to talk too much about this town hall event because, as I said, many people have already given their opinions on it, and I don't want to just be another person adding my opinion, particularly since it was now a few days ago, but he was asked about abortion. Now, this is obviously a big topic for us Catholics. What is he going to say on abortion? This was his response. "I'm looking at a solution that's going to work. Very complex issue for the country. You have people on both sides." Now, that's not really a good enough answer for us, is it? Let's be honest. Ron DeSantis has also thrown his name into the hat. He is actually a Catholic. Trump isn't a Catholic. This is an area where if Trump isn't strong, Ron DeSantis is going to be able to take a lot of voters from him. I know Trump has a big support, a huge support, these Trumpists who are going to be with him all the way. But if he can't even clarify himself clearly as pro-life on such an issue, DeSantis could use this to his advantage. Because I can't see Ron DeSantis giving an answer like this, saying, well, it's a complex issue, there are people on both sides. I'm pretty sure DeSantis' answer, if he's been asked this already, he's probably said it, but he's certainly going to say it in future debates, is going to be that he's pro-life and he's going to look to eliminate abortion wherever he can. So here is one area where Trump could lose quite a bit of his support. They might jump over to Ron DeSantis. And if Ron DeSantis did end up being the Republican presidential candidate up against Joe Biden, we would theoretically have a Catholic up against a Catholic for the presidency of the United States of America that I don't think has ever happened before. Of course, we'd have one proper Catholic who follows Catholic teaching, and then one Catholic who's currently the president who doesn't follow it at all and just does what the Democratic Party wants. But nevertheless, it would be the first time that's happened. I'm not saying that I think Ron DeSantis is going to be the Republican candidate, but certainly if these are the kind of answers Trump gives, then DeSantis has a good chance to be the Republican candidate. And that's all from me, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Do come back soon.